Hey there, I am Maruf Said, a microbiologist and a science educator. Science is my passion and I'm here to share it with you. Parasitology topic on interactions between host and parasites. But before starting this video, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon button so you don't miss these types of amazing videos. Let's begin with the table of content. First, we will have a brief introduction about this topic. Then we will dive into types of parasites and types of hosts, the host and parasite interaction, the host defense, the parasite interaction, and lastly, the result of interaction. Let's start with the introduction of this topic. Parasitism represents a form of symbiotic association between two organisms. A parasite, often the smaller participant, and a host, which the parasite relies on for its physiological requirements. The host within a host-parasite dynamic is the organism responsible for sustaining the parasite. Let's learn about the types of parasites. Parasites can be categorized into two primary types based on their location. Endoparasites reside inside the host's body, typically occupying sites such as the gastrointestinal tract, liver, lungs, and urinary bladder. Whereas ectoparasites, on the other hand, are either attached to the host external surface or superficially embedded in the host body surface. Next, the types of host. The host can be categorized as definitive host. This is the host in which the parasite reaches sexual maturity. Intermediate host. It acts as a vital but temporary environment for the parasite's development and metamorphosis, but not until sexual maturity. Transfer or parasitic host. It is not essential for the parasite's complete life cycle but serves as a temporary shelter and a means for the parasite to reach its necessary host, usually the definitive host in the cycle. The host-parasite interaction. The host and the parasite engage in a dynamic interaction, and the result is contingent on the characteristics of both the parasite and the host. The parasite possesses specific factors influencing its ability to infiltrate and harm the host, as well as its capacity to withstand the host's defensive mechanisms. The host exhibits varying levels of resistance against the parasite through its defense mechanisms. If this video is helpful, don't forget to give a like and subscribe to my channel. The host defense. A robust organism possesses the ability to protect itself against pathogens at various stages of the infectious disease cycle. The host defense mechanisms can be so potent that they completely thwart on onset of infection. Alternatively, if an infection does take hold, these defenses can halt the progress of the disease before any symptoms become evident. In certain instances, the host defense may only become effective when an infectious disease is already well underway. Let's learn about defense mechanism. Immune defenses against pathogenic organisms are finely tuned to adapt to the diverse extracellular and intracellular life cycles these organisms exhibit within the host environment. When combating bacterial agents, the immune system primarily relies on antibodies. Antibodies combine with complement proteins and direct cytotoxic mechanisms to manage and control infections. In the case of mycobacteria, defense involves T cells mediated delayed type hypersensitivity responses, resulting in the formation of granulomas. Similar mechanisms are employed in antifungal defenses to regulate these organisms. To combat viral agents, the immune response entails antibody neutralization during the initial infection, followed by cytotoxic mechanisms under the control of natural killer cells and cytotoxic T lymphocytes as the virus multiplies within cellular compartments. Defense against protozoal agents encompasses delayed type hypersensitivity responses and antibodies to restrict their growth. When dealing with helminths and larger multicellular organisms, the immune system utilizes atopic and antibody-dependent cell-mediated cytotoxicity reactions, as well as the formation of granulomas, to isolate and eliminate deposits X. Pathogenic organisms have developed various strategies to evade host immune responses, ranging from altering the surface protein's antigenicity to directly suppressing specific subsets of immune cells. Next, the parasite interaction. Releasing determinants of virulence. The ability of parasites to induce disease is attributed to specific structural, biochemical, or genetic characteristics that make them pathogenic or virulent. The collective traits that enable a particular bacterium to cause disease are referred to as pathogens, virulence determinants. While some pathogens may depend on a single virulence determinant like toxin production, others possess a wide array of these determinants, allowing them to induce a broader spectrum of diseases that affect various host tissues. Avoiding host defenses. In the ongoing evolution of host-parasite relationships between humans and infectious agents, these organisms have developed ingenious strategies to evade the host immune defense mechanism. Virtually all classes of infectious agents have devised means to circumvent host defenses. Organisms may inhabit niches often inaccessible to the host immune responses, known as protective niches, or they may conceal themselves by acquiring host molecules, masking. They can alter their surface antigens, antigenic modulation, hide within the host cells, generate substances that hinder the immune response, immunosuppression, or deceive the immune system into mounting an ineffective defense mechanism, immune deviation. Bacteria have developed strategies to circumvent various aspects of phagocyte-mediated destruction. For instance, they may release toxins to hinder chemotaxis, possess outer capsules that impede attachment, prevent intracellular fusion with lysosomal compartments, break from the phagosomes to proliferate in the host cell cytoplasm. Viral entities also undermine immune responses, often via the presence of virally encoded proteins. Some of these proteins obstruct the functional abilities of antibodies to bind, interfere with complement-mediated pathways, suppress the activation of infected cells, and can reduce the expression of major histocompatibly complex class I antigens to evade destruction by cytotoxic T lymphocytes. Lastly, the result of interaction. When the host defenses are sufficiently robust, they can trump over the parasite, preventing the infection altogether. Alternatively, an infection does occur. These defenses might halt the progression of the disease before symptoms manifest. There are instances where the defenses required to vanquish a pathogen may not prove effective until the infectious disease is well underway. Nonetheless, the ultimate outcome of the co-evolution between the human, host, and infectious agents lead to mutual coexistence with most environmental organisms. A stark illustration of this equilibrium's disruption occurs when the immune mechanism malfunctions, allowing organisms that typically remain begin to become virulent. In a fully matured coexisting relationship, the host and infectious agent initially coexist with minimal adverse effects. Hence, the culmination of the host-parasite relationship isn't necessarily the complete elimination of the parasite, but rather a state of mutual coexistence without detrimental impacts on the host. In many human infections, the infectious agent is never entirely eradicated, and the disease enters a latent state, only to resurface when immune surveillance weakens. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching till the end, and thank you for the support to this channel. Keep showing your support by subscribing, and do like this video and press the bell icon button so you don't miss any of my videos. Thank you so much.